You ever wonder why the greatest athletes, the greatest men on earth, seem to break all sorts of records? Sometimes even the physical barriers that we seem to think that are impossible are shattered by today's top athletes, elite men. Some men, if not most, have a top tier and incredible physique, yet are easily manipulated, quick to anger, and let others infiltrate your mind, allowing the manipulator to plant seeds into your mind in your most weakest thoughts. However, the most elite men, aka the ones with an iron mind, seem to all have one thing in common. I allow manipulation to find out where my enemy wants me to go. Then I use my mind to break the trap and punish the perpetrator. That was by Emory Andrew Tate Jr., also known as an international chess master. Think about what most people would do under a situation of stress. Think about how victimized they make themselves feel. Iron Mind completely eradicates any doubt in your mind and makes you impregnable to any external forces. During Emory's career in chess, he had to keep an iron mind, especially when attending his armed forces chess championships. Can you imagine all the people you beat in that chess tournament, only to reach the final and drown in fear and stress? All that work for nothing. Not Emory. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be scared. But once you get on that stage, when you have an iron mind, it completely gets rid of it. This is why in this video I'll explain how to achieve the iron mind. Verse 1, adaptability. Once said by Sun Tzu, therefore the clever combatant imposes his will on the enemy, but does not allow the enemy's will to be imposed in him. This means when you're introduced to an unfamiliar situation or a situation where you feel uncomfortable, you have to shape the conflict or circumstance according to your plan or objective. At the same time, it prevents the opponent or circumstance from dictating or influencing its own actions onto you. This signifies maintaining strategic dominance and not being manipulated or controlled by the adversary. When you first enter class, everyone wants to sit in the back. Everyone. One, they want to sit in the back because they're nervous, or two, they want to sit in the back because they're scared. Maybe even both. Or even if you're already in school, I need you to go to the class, ask the teacher if you can move seats, and I need you to move to the front. You are adapting and setting a strategic dominance by not allowing yourself to be manipulated or controlled by any outside force. This includes your teacher, and we all know at least one teacher who's rude and nasty with their students.
Pause.
I don't mean that type of nasty.
Hey!
I gotta stop. Not only does it allow dominance to build up the longer you sit in front, but it creates almost like an aura around you. A special type of aura. This aura, if done correctly, makes you be that one guy in class who can nearly get away with everything that he wants. Now, I'm not saying to be a troublemaker in class, but what I'm saying is people aren't really going to be in your business, even if it's the first day in school. However, this only works if you actually do your homework and actually listen and do your work. Another example, when you're entering a new gym, walk in there like you've been there 100 times. Go to the free weights, because I know most of us, when we were all first entering the gym, we all went to the machines because we don't want to go to the free weights. That's where all the top dogs were. That's where all the gym veterans, you can say. The point is, this is adaptability. This is strategic dominance. Adaptability teaches us to expect the unexpected, to be ready for anything. Adaptability also teaches us to turn any disadvantage into an advantage. You must be adapting to everything around you, every situation, so that it slowly hardens your mind into iron. The more you adapt, the faster you can decode and change every situation you're in. When I was a lot younger, my parents didn't have enough money or time to put me into a proper soccer team. So they put me into my local community team. First couple steps that I took into the field was by myself. I went straight down the field and I walked down the hill onto the field. I walked down like I've been there 100 times. Instantly started training by myself. I started training on my own like I've been in the team for years. So everyone started staring at me. Everyone started paying attention to me instead of doing their own drills as a team. All this was before the coach even arrived, but I didn't pay attention to it. I just did my own thing. When the coach arrived, he was instantly impressed. while the others just continue to watch. Because of the introduction and the way that I positioned myself, because of my adaptability, I was crowned one of the most valuable players in that team that year. I also led the team to a championship, and that was my first ever soccer team. You can probably see it over here. I got 2, but that's from a different year. Verse 2, patience and timing. Patience and timing is better than speed. Now imagine you're one of the fastest players in the soccer team at your school. Even faster than Lil Carlos with his soccer shoes as his fit. Now imagine all that speed, yet you can't control the ball. You don't know when to slow down. You don't know when to speed up. You're out of control. No patience. Speed only takes you so far. Raw power, raw strength, that only takes you so far. Without speed, without raw power, what are you? Look at Mateo, for example. He isn't the fastest in the school, but he's quick. He has decent shooting, decent ball control. He's pretty good at passing, but what he's really good at is awareness. He's patient, yet quick with his decision making, and knows when to pass, when to shoot, or even dribble past his opponents. However, Lil Carlos always relied on his speed, always relied on his raw power. He never took notice of the fundamentals. He didn't have the patience. Do you see the difference? Mateo is patient and knows when to do things. Lil Carlos doesn't know how to do things. He's too impatient. He doesn't know when to do it or how to do it. In a realistic setting, there will always be a timer. The clock will always stay running. There will always be disrespect from the other team. Always. But Mateo harnesses the negativity. He knows how to get into the position and when to do it. And to others, it might seem like he's really quick, but in reality, he knows how to time it well. Cristiano Ronaldo is the perfect example for this. He's always in the right position. Regardless if he's the fastest player or not, he knows where he has to be. You know, a lot of people let their impatience get to them. If you can't control a situation, there's no point in dealing with it. That's the truth. That's how elite athletes deal with their issues. This is a good and easy formula to find out if you can control it. And you have to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, can you control it? Yes? Then get the training, find a solution. If you can't control it, okay, stop worrying, stop stressing. Because no matter what you do, you can't change the outcome. Even if you can control it, you still shouldn't panic. You are patient and you do what you need to do at the right time, like a leader, not like a little girl.
Stop being a bitch and come on.
As a man, you must be the anchor. You have to be the unbreakable wall for your family, for your wife, for your kids. Accomplishing patience and timing is almost like becoming a cobra, patiently analyzing and striking your prey. You will be an apex predator, and the people around you will not only trust you, but trust your every word. Why will they trust you? They'll trust you because you can produce. When you say something, you do it. That's why they trust you. How do you accomplish those things? By being patient and knowing when to do it. As in every self-improvement video, there's always outliers. I'd say up to 90% of everyone who watches self-improvement videos are outliers. Now you're probably asking, what are outliers? An outlier is someone who watches self-improvement videos only to get a sense of accomplishment, a little dopamine rush. So in order to not be an outlier, I need you to focus. What verse we on? Can't be lacking, bro. If you don't want to be an outlier, you gotta focus on at least one verse. One. And I want you to focus on it for a week. Only a week. Save this video in a playlist, take notes, do something, rewatch this video, something, so you can come back to this video and rewatch it. So don't be a bum ass outlier and watch the damn video.
You gonna work hard? So yes, sir. You gonna be committed? So yes, sir. Then jump down that hole. I don't know, Captain. I just got these J's. They fresh out the box.
And help yourself. Verse 3, knowing oneself. And I know there's gonna be people watching this saying, oh, well, I know myself. Trust me, you don't know yourself. If you did know yourself, then you wouldn't be stressing in any situation that comes your way. Any. But that's how we were made. God made us imperfect for a reason, so we can constantly improve. There's no limit. A true winner in battle is someone who knows themselves more than the other person. It's the battle of who knows themselves the most. The battle of Gaugamela, aka the Battle of Abella. This took place in 331 BC between two armies, an army led by Alexander the Great and the Persian army under King David III. Alexander was heavily outnumbered, but despite the disadvantage, Alexander knew himself. He knew the ambition he had. He refused to settle for sameness. He wasn't content with inheriting something that was given to him. As a human, he had to show himself that he was him, that he did have an iron mind by composing himself, relaxing. As a leader, he had to keep his composure to show his army that they can succeed no matter the odds. If there was no doubt in Alexander the Great's mind, there was no doubt in the army. In that battle, he knew himself more than the opponent, and he came out victorious. You know what makes you uncomfortable. You know what gets you angry. You know what you can do, what you have to do, and what you don't want to do. Before figuring out anyone, you gotta figure out yourself. You know yourself. Like Mateo, he knows what he can and can't do in that moment. Let's say you like a girl, and you wanna go talk to her. You know you'll be scared, like Lil Carlos. But you remember you have a great smile, good eye contact, and you dress well. You probably smell really good too. You know, you probably get one of those expensive ass fragrances. I mean, I got a couple. But then, all of a sudden, all of your fear, all of your nervousness disappears. Now, if you paid attention, all of the little Timmies in the back are all scared, nervous, watching you talk to the girl that you like. And the reason why they're looking at you is because they don't have the balls to go up and talk to the girl like you. Instead, they gotta watch others succeed. They're just scared. Being a bunch of little bitch, rejected or not, you move on. It builds character, and you find more about yourself when you get rejected or put in a position of discomfort, like getting rejected. The more you fail, the more you will know what to do, the more discipline you will gain. If I'm at the gym and I hit a bench press and my ego carries me and forces me to put 250 pounds on the bench, and I struggle to pick it up, I get shitted on by the bench. I learned that I can't let my ego get to me. I learned I can't pick up 250 pounds on the bench press. So what do? I take the failure, turn it into a lesson. Now I know that I can't do that. I build myself up. I put less weight on there. I realize that my chest isn't good enough. So I put less weight and I build myself up again and again and again. It's that simple. And I hope I genuinely helped you. And remember, one step at a time.